Hello, good morning, Kelly Man. Hello, beloveds. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Whatever time it is that you reach this live, welcome in. Welcome back to Mistress of the Gates Tarot for all my subscribers and all my family. For the newbies, hey, boo, welcome, babe. It's good to meet you. Hit that subscribe. I've been eating, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell, join the family. Come on in. I'd love to have you. What's up, beloveds? All my moderators, all my Soul Tribe family members. Welcome for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Supporting me, blessing me, your bookings, your donations, your generosity, your presence. I appreciate you. I'm a little tongue-tied today, more than usual. This live today is personal, a gift to you, a message of survival and spiritual elevation. For those who resonate with this title, you've been brought here to receive what you need, some clarity, some confirmation, some good news, a reward, a blessing for you. For all my survivors, all my thrivers, all my parents, teachers, role models, all my collective anointed. This is for you, beloveds. It's a Monday here, beginning of a new week. The moon is high. It rules Monday. Ruled by the big mama, the big mama. It's about family, home, that which we protect, that which we love the most, nearest and dearest to us. Whether this is old family, past family, new family, the family you have created, or the family that has created you. This is a message about overcoming, about growing up and adulting, about forgiving, learning to relove, relive, and be authentically you on the other side of your past. So remember, coming in or going out, hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to dive in. This is collective and it may be triggering, okay? Let's point our boots, strap them up, and take the guidance and the message for what it's meant to give you. Open your mind to a different perspective on any situation that may trigger a memory or an emotion. Unless, remember, we're in the moment and not in the past. This is for someone, for you, for me, for us, who have been through a lot of trauma, a lot of painful endings, a lot of heartbreak. There have been celebrations, there have been moments of pleasure, but this is for someone that has gone through a lot more pain than pleasure in your life. Whether it was placed on you as a child, many of you, that's where it began. Growing up in a home where you felt like a stranger, an imposter, an orphan, different. Whether you were unrewarded, unsupported, unloved, lacked emotional, physical, intimate support. Whether you were an only child or amongst other children, you always felt like you were the Lone Ranger. the lost child, the black sheep, many of us call ourselves, the one that was stood out, but always being told that standing out was in a negative way. You may have been told you were too much or not enough, that you may have wanted more, needed more, that you were needy or greedy. You may have been raised by parents that were not affectionate or just busy working or in a one-parent home, or maybe you were raised by grandparents or by step-parents. And your true roots, you've really never known where you come from, why you are the way you are, why you think differently or appear different. And even as an adult, you're always searching and looking, trying to find your truth, where you stand, where you belong, and who will actually love you. Many of you have been stripped down to the bare minimums in order for God to rebuild you into something you can be proud of, that speaks for you and the life you really see you in, the life you're trying to make. Many have gone astray, walked away, been torn away. Abandonment, rejection, neglect. Many of the chosen, as I like to call it, it's just a term of endearment. Many people hate that term because it makes you singular or makes you stand apart. Absolutely. That's the intention of it. But those who do not resonate with that, based on envy and jealousy, will automatically be triggered by that word. But we are not. We wear it with honor, with acceptance, that we understand now that we are different, that you are different, made different, placed in a setting like a giant classroom that called themselves family, to learn what not to be and what you needed to see, what to not ignore, what to absorb, and what to give back. It taught you who you are. It taught you who you want to be, the changes you want to see in your life. But the scars are often inner wounds that sometimes are hard to heal because you're doing it alone. Even if you're in a new relationship, a new family, with a mate, a spouse, like in your job, or the wounds are always something you have to work on in silence. Through tears that are hidden, through fears that are unaddressed. Trying to be an adult in this chaotic world where all the distractions, the obligations, and the responsibilities, your inner child continues to bleed. No one to pass you a Band-Aid or give you a quick fix so you can finally walk into your best years, your best life, and leave it all behind. There's no map. There's no destination. It's a learning. It's a movement we take at our own pace. And sometimes it seems like we'll never get to the end of it. It'll never be completed. We'll never finish because we have so many other things that we need to do. We don't really have time to work on it. Some have 9 to 5. Some have children while they were unhealed. Some have gotten into marriages, one failure after another before we healed. We were thrown into adulthood too soon, too early, whereas through being a parent, conceiving a child, leaving home, running towards a marriage, searching for love in all the wrong places, not really knowing what it looked like, because you never really saw a healthy version of it. So we stumbled and fell and tripped, and here we are. Here you are at this message that pulled you in because you felt it in your soul. Someone that maybe finally understands and finally can listen to where you are and why you're there. So you don't feel like the blame you put on it is shame or guilt or you playing a victim, but that it has a real voice. That is real. That it deserves attention and affection and deserves some daily medicine. Sometimes people can tell you, well, that's the past, leave it alone, walk away, close the door, easy peasy, let me squeezy, when they're not walking in your history, in your past, weren't there for your trauma. Some have healed and look back and forget when they weren't, and don't understand how to pull others up carefully with love and understanding and kindness. Because we're all running a race to a destination we have never seen. But still we believe it matters. Because people are looking in, looking around, and we know we're being seen and watched, and we don't want to be judged for not being a part of, for not being bigger than, or rising above, for not forgiving. So we wear a mask and hide our pain while others cannot see. And we go for years unhealthy, unwealthy, unaccepted, unapproved by our own selves. Because that guilt, that shame that we carry also needs to be addressed. Some of it is not external, some of it is internal. But how do we deal with the parts of us that we don't like, that we refuse to look at? The one in the mirror that says, have you taken accountability? What if it was you? What would you do? It's easy to look at the outside world and say, this is why. They're the reason. This is because when we're not where we want to be. It's harder to say, God, maybe it was me. Maybe it's me, the me that was abused, that was left, that was abandoned, that was hurt, that was physically, emotionally, and mentally abused. Maybe that part of me is the reason. And even though that part of me is still a child, I'm an adult now. What do I do with that part of me? Because that's the part of me that is the reason why they couldn't love me. They couldn't understand me. They abandoned me. They left me. They mistreated. They cheated. It's not easy for us to say it wasn't the adult me that lived this experience. It was the inner child that was never healed, hungry for love and attention and acceptance, and always battling with the outer me that wanted to be independent and adult and financially well. And so it wasn't that they abandoned the adult, they abandoned the child that never knew how to love and how to receive, how to give, but only had a desire to take what I never had. So, beloveds, what is going on in your past? What is going on in your family? What's going on in every failed marriage? What is going on with the situations with your children, your siblings, your parents, on those jobs that fired you and bullied you, and you were constantly had to move and relocate? And am I relocating in a healthy way? Or is my inner child still running? A lot of times we don't know the difference. Because when the adult is ruling and the child's been forgotten, And the adult says, I'm in control of where we go, what we do. And the child saying, I'm not sure I'm ready to move. You haven't addressed the me that is here yet. You just keep packing me up and taking me along for the trip. And I always pull you right back. And then we fall again. So many of us are that lost child that's now been found. Not been found by the universe, not been found by a lover or friend, not been found by family, but been found by the you that is awakening as an adult, going through a spiritual ascension, going through a transformation, being stretched, that will now be able to recognize that child is still broken. That child is still crying, pleading with the adult to slow down. Dig in deeper. Pull it in and pull it out and hold it, hug it, love it, forgive it, give it what it never got. Not by looking for someone on the outside to give to it, to cling to it, to join it, to connect with it, but for the higher you, the new you, the awakened you, to remember the parts of you that are truly the path to your highest awakening. Is where you find your hidden spiritual gifts and your talents that you've had since a child. When that curiosity used to play and create and make things out of nothing, out of dirt, clay, water, pots, marbles, rocks, grass, leaves, and didn't need all the finery that the adult seeks. That's where your real spiritual gifts of creativity are hidden. Why I can't find my spiritual niche? Why do I not know what to do? Why do I start and stop and never complete anything? And I feel incomplete. I feel like I should be doing and I can be doing, and this is my calling, but I'm not in it. I'm not doing it. I don't have the confidence, the courage. I need a tribe. I need a coach. I need a mentor. I need that person you need is the person that's dormant inside. Because you can get aligned with all of that and then some. And then find out when you get there and you meet them in that place, 6 months, a year, we got to pack up and move again. Again, it was the wrong direction, the wrong choice. I didn't see. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you were. All of that was possible. God wouldn't have led you there. Everything is not a test. You already completed. You were at the destination. And yet it failed again. It's not the destination. It's not the people. It's not the tribe. It's not the job, the home. It's none of that. Anywhere you go as an anointed chosen, there's nothing but success and opportunity. Anywhere, at any time in your life. It's not the picture. It's the artist that doesn't see the canvas in front of them. Believe that it's got to be painted to show up, to be perfect, to be believable, to trust it. The picture has to be there. I have to see it, know it, feel it, to walk into it. When God says, I'll put you where there's a blank canvas, for the assignment is to paint the picture any way you see. As soon as you paint it, create it, master it, I will multiply it, build it, I will perfect. The painting will never be there. It will never be drawn. It will never be complete. The painting is a blank canvas. Your wisdom, your experiences, your knowledge is the paintbrush of the vision. And the paint are all the colors of the rainbow that you pour out from within. That child that has the 78 color box crayon. Remember the crayon boxes with the 78 color crayons? They all were the same, but the hues changed. It was 50 reds, and every red was a different hue. And we thought the box was just full of crayons. All those crayons came from one color that manifested all the others. But we saw all the others and not that one crayon that created life, gave life to every other crayon in the box. That one crayon in the box is you. Nothing around you can be created, can manifest, can have a vision for itself without you. So everything that's failed wasn't because it was a punishment or a failure or wrong choice or wrong direction. You just didn't know that you were the master of creation for it to be what it was to become. So what is going on in your life, beloved, that has brought you to this reading? The ancestors is pouring it out. They're like, you've been holding this deck enough, Alicia. Let me out. And there you are, beloved. And there you are, the hermits, the seeker of knowledge. The seeker of knowledge, roaming through the forest, roaming through the desert, roaming across this world, this great planet, in search of, looking for, trying to discover who you are. Who are you that would choose better, the right, the final, the complete? The hermit is like a psychic investigation going on in your soul, in your minds. But the answer is, what is it you're looking to find? Is that actually an answer, a person, a place, a thing? Is it a destination? Does it even have an ending when you get there? The hermit is always searching, always seeking, always growing, finding, discovering. It never ends. The problem is when we actually believe that once we find it, we're good. Once we see it, we'll know. Once we discover it, we're there. It's a never-ending story. It's a never-ending story. It's a sequel of books, of novels, of destinations, of experiences throughout life until you take your last breath. There is no final destination. There's no final place. There's no final soulmate, no final love, no final wish. Life is a constant day after day after day of discovery. The magic, the miracles, the impossible, all the colors of the rainbow. There are so many. This is why we come back here lifetime after lifetime, because in one lifetime, beloved, there's no way to get to an ending. It's when we let go of the need to find it, to discover it, to feel it, to have it, to hold it. It's true ascension. It's when the soul separates from the physical body and realizes that it's flying and soaring to new heights, to new levels, and that never stops, that never ends. And oh my God, the beauty in that alone. I don't have to worry about if I'll ever reach it. I don't have to worry about time running out. I don't have to worry about getting too old. I don't have to worry about having enough money. I don't have to worry about meeting the right soulmate. and moving in the right house, in the right community. I don't have to worry about anything that needs to be completed. Because God says there's no such thing as completion. Only imagination. Only discovery. Only elevation. How high is elevation when it's infinite? Sky is the limit. But does the sky ever end? Where's the beginning? It's all encompassing. Six of Swords. You've had to walk away from a lot. A lot of family. A lot of friendships. A lot of intimate connections. A lot of jobs. A lot of homes, communities. A lot of different yous. A lot of different yous. At different times in your life, you had to walk away and start all over again. And again and again. And still never found your way to where you believed you'd be happy, healthy, wealthy, thriving, successful. The Six of Swords is people, places, and things throwing negativity and toxicity and drama and gossip and envy and jealousy and hatred. While you simply were trying to travel, to find, to search, to be happy, healthy, to achieve. And always bullied and controlled and blocked and delayed and stalked. And you have lived a life of a wanderer, a traveler. And it may not even be physically, but your soul has always been moving. Your mind is always moving, always thinking, replaying. And your heart is not. The heart is tired, worn out, afraid, anxious, used and abused. It's been cheated on and lied about and broken and abandoned, and it has taken a seat. And we love to say, I want love, I need love, I'm open to love, but that's coming from the mind and the vision that we see, that we'd like to achieve, but the heart is chained behind a cage with a lock on it, safely protected from the world and everyone in it, just in case this goes wrong. It won't break me this time. I won't shatter this time. The heart has absorbed the art of protection and locked itself behind this gate. We can be intimate, we can be friends, I can work with you, we can partner up, I can do this and I can do that, but I'm not automatically letting my heart in. I gotta test it out, see how it goes. Take a real good hard look before I let anybody in that cage, to unlock that cage, because it's been through enough. And nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's the parts of you that nobody will ever again really get to know. Yes, you can love. We can all love, receive love, give love, but the amount of love that your heart had to give as a child has been changed. Forever changed. And some have to understand, you have to understand that, beloved, that's okay. It's okay to live in the belief that you owe no one anything. Not your family, not your mate, not even your children. For they have their own destiny. They will grow and make their own choices. And many of those will be to part ways, to go find their life, discover their worlds without you in it. And they may come and go every now and then and call and check in and visit and do, but they also will have their own heart to deal with in ways that you may not understand, because us on the outside looking in to the lives of our children, not sharing the actual heartbeat, we can sometimes misunderstand what they believe because they have the right to. We can't navigate that belief, and how they react to that may not be equal with what we feel we deserve. And we got to make peace with that as parents. And that's just another scar on your heart. You've been through a lot. And with the magician, you are now manifesting as an adult. Because many of us haven't been children for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Now as an adult, living an adult world, in an adult lifestyle, being able to partake in adult things, we can manifest and navigate life differently. But it will never look like the life you should have received as a child. It will never. That time will never come again. It cannot be replaced. There's no do-over. Many of your parents are gone. People that raised you are gone. Or you're just no longer there for a good reason. There's no do-over. There's a Band-Aid on a wound that will never again be addressed in the way you need. And we need to make peace with the fact that it is what it is. That it is what it is. And the fighting and the constant playing over and over again, the nostalgia and the pain and the bitterness and the resentment won't change a thing. It will change nothing. In this life, we have to realize that we all came back here. Us, our siblings, our parents, our children, our neighbors, co-workers, family, we all came back here by ourselves. Unless you're a twin or came through multiple birth. You came in this world alone. You came here alone without any of that. You didn't know any of that until you knew it. You were sent back here alone to live a life singularly, to find your own purpose and destiny for why you chose to return. And at some point in that journey, you have to understand that everyone that participated in you becoming an adult no longer serves any role, no longer has a part, no longer owes you, can no longer fill a void if you're still carrying one. Their job was to be a part of you becoming an adult, to learn to finally navigate on your own, to transform and shift into your purpose and destiny, and then they go. And the pain and the torture and the lack of movement, the lack of wealth and favor and position and purpose is because the cord is being held when God says, let it go. Let it go. I brought you here alone to serve alone in your adult years, when now you can think, manifest, create, navigate into your own pathway, journey. But you got to sever that cord. It's the reason why we do cord cuttings. Not to cut the cords only to that which we don't want, who we don't want. It's not about the ex. It's not about the current family, friends, or whatever. A lot of people cut the cords for that. thinking that when you cut that cord, God's only going to cut the cord to who you say. Oh no, beloved. When you vow to cut the cords, it's a commitment, it's a declaration between you and your creator that I am now ready to let go of it all. Then all of a sudden, even the ones you wanted to keep start acting funny, start moving away, start, and you're like, wait a minute, God, I didn't mean cut all the cords. I didn't mean put me in the lion's den alone. And God says, oh, I didn't know that you thought I was a giver of your desires. I thought you believed I knew what was best for your destiny. So is it desire you seek, or is it destiny? Because that's destiny says it all gotta go. This is a walk you take alone. This is a self-discovery based on self-reliance. But you wanted to just cut the cord based on what you desired. That is not a true cord cutting. That's why God says, that's why I tell people, when you embark on spiritual work with me or with a true spiritualist, be careful what you wish for, because God's listening. And he also knows what your true intentions are. So don't be out here cutting the cords and you ain't ready to let it all go, including the job, including the marriage, including the relationship with the adult children, including the neighborhood, the church. God says you're cutting the cord to what does not serve you in your highest good, not in your 3D life. That cutting the cord is not situational. Cutting cords is not situational, my loves. People cut the cords and wonder why, oh my God, my life is falling apart. No, beloved, it's coming together. It was never together to fall apart in the first place. It was never together to fall apart in the first place. A broken home, misguided dreams, trigger warning, because I ain't sugarcoating. For many, it's about a self-gain, what I need, what I want. And God is saying, destiny is not about any of us. Destiny is not about us in the 3D. It's not about us in the 3D. Destiny says, I am surrendering me in order to become who God sees you to be. And because you don't know who that is, you can't see who that is, that's why they call it surrendering. God, I have no expectation of what you will make my life. I have no restrictions of what can come or go in this life. I give it all to you. Have your will and your way. I step out of your way and make space for you to come in and transform this entire existence into your likeness, into your likeness, into your vision, into your purpose, for me, for this life, for where I came. And people ain't ready. In the last 2 weeks alone, my spiritual altars are loaded with full moon rituals. I mean, loaded to the brim. Sleepless nights. Last night I was up past midnight doing my magic to get people's content back to them. Cord cuttings, money block removals, love block removals, and we have energy release and resets, and I've got, hex and curse removals and all the energy going on. And everybody asking for God to release me, deliver me, and restore me. But to what? Restore. We ask God to restore, but to what? We say to my highest good, to my highest self, according to my destiny and to my life purpose. And then when God says, I'm going to release it all. Thank you. Well done. I'm proud of you for awakening. So while you were here, while you came back, what you're supposed to do, thank you. I've been waiting for you. You have arrived. Your ancestors are applauding. And the empire falls. And all of a sudden there's panic. Panic. Because God is shaking the ground and cracking it open. And things must fall and be buried and no longer elevate and become part of the newness. And God is transformative and healing and awakening and renewing and remolding and reconstruction. And God wants to apply the pressure because the diamond is being formed. And it's, oh God, what's going on? And then the spell work and the manifestation is paused. It's paused. And then people are shocked. Well, I book spell work. I book readings. What's going on? What you mean? In the middle of, because when I do my spells for my clients, and I watch over my altars every day, re-anointing, praying, and making sure, and watching and looking and taking notes for individual work, I can see who and when the pause and the panic and the anxiety and the doubt and the fear. I can see exactly when it arrived in the middle of the work. I can see and I know. And I let people know when this is done, what energy to stay in, what to do. I don't just take the work and do it. This is the energy I need you in. This is what I need you to connect to. I need you to focus and pray and stay in alignment, because this is good. And get up every day, no prayer, come and go, no spiritual work, no cleansing, nothing at night. I can tell when I can tell when there's no change being made by the following the work. And then I'm wondering why are people wasting their money and their time? Do you really think God's going to do all the work? As if God knows or cannot see that nothing is in the follow-up? Well, I paid, so I should receive. This is for a chosen one who has truly taken accountability of the past, understood that it was a lesson and experience, understands it comes with new assignments, a new vision, a surrendering, a stripping, a nakedness, to be baptized and come out the waters, a chosen child of the Most High, glowing, anointed, powerful, manifesting, transforming lives, giving back to the earth to grow your wings and fly. Who are you? Are you that? Have you reached that level of wisdom? Have we broken free from the daily routine of comfortability? Thank you. Confirmation. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's a stretching and tearing, a removing, a correcting. It is not comfortable. If it is comfortable, it's not happening. It may be happening up here, but the soul is not emerging. For it is painful, and we cry and we shed, and we wonder we're anxious, and wonder we're happy, wonder we're sad, and it's so many emotions going on that are being put in front of us. It's like rewatching the entire movie of who we are and what has caused us to become the person that can watch it. Can watch it without judging any part of it or anyone in it, and realizing that, wow, that was my life. That's what I survived. That's what made me whole and complete. And thank you for what you have given me, shown me. Now I can move on. Now that I've seen it and put it away, knowing that it was only for this transformation, I am done. And it is well with my soul. And I can walk into the kingdom here on earth and manifest a path to my true destiny without looking back, without holding on, without blaming and shaming, without guilt, without remembering. It's not every conversation. It's not every question. I don't even need to question it, because now I know why. Now I know why. And the why was all for me, all for you. You are the why. You are why it was done. You are why it had to happen. How it happened. You are the reason, because you came to see, to awaken, to envision how to spend life on this planet and on the new earth, and live the hell out of it every moment, to smell the flowers and smile at the sun and dance in the rain and be happy because I awake with breath in my lungs and eyes to see. And that is completely enough. And everything else today is just extra blessings. But I don't need, I made once. But because I don't need, God says you can have whatever you want. I don't look for it. I don't search for it. For I am it. I master it because I don't look for it. It looks for me. I just walk and I talk and I smile at strangers and I hug strangers. I speak to strangers and I get to know the world, and I talk to the trees and I enjoy the birds, and I see things I never saw before because my eyes are new. And that's all that matters. There is no pain in this new body. There's no pain in this new soul. There's no pain in these new eyes. There's only love for life. There's only love for life. There are so many that did not wake up this morning. There's so many that woke up on the street, hungry, alone, afraid. There's so many children that woke up with cancer. They were physically abused last night, have bruises and are bleeding, and got to go to school hungry. There are so many elderly that are dying alone in their homes, no visitation, and no one cares. And their mamas have sowed the seeds in their wombs to get to the earth, and now they are alone. Because people that they've given life to are greedy and just about living for themselves, because they haven't awakened to who they are, and she is now barren to create new love. And so husbands and mothers and their partners have died and gone on years before them, and they don't know how many years they have left, but they don't see them as being worthy of living. We have people taking their own lives every day. We have children being stolen and trafficked, and people living real painful lives every single day, and we complain about what? When we are so blessed to not be that our children are not that our parents, but we cannot see beyond our own needs in the moment that we're in, and think that we have not received love and wealth and admiration, acceptance, and true healing, because we're lucky enough not to open our door every day and live in that third world country, or live next to, because we're lucky enough to not, blessed enough to not have to open our actual door and walk out into that, or that it doesn't live in our house and our children and ourselves, that we are spoiled. We have become spoiled and expected and don't even realize it. You know, we pray for wealth and we pray for financial security and for, you know, roads to be open, to flow, and for love and to meet our soulmate and just be happy and healthy. And we already are. And you already are. No one on my life, in my life at this very moment that I'm speaking, is being beaten raw. Hello? No one is trafficked right now, or someplace where they can be found and not at this very moment, or missing one of their children and crying themselves to sleep every night. And I don't mean in the natural way where the child is just gone, but you know what I mean. Stolen. Nobody. Might be a little tired, might even be blind, may even be, you know, going through some sickness or some pain, maybe aging, maybe the common stuff that we ignore when we're searching for everything else. But the real harsh reality of what suffering truly is, it's not that. So what is the real cause of being needy of anything? What is the real cause of needing anything other than what we already have? And what does that look like? I'm not in a mansion. Personally, I'm not in a mansion. I'm not even in a private house. I live in an apartment building with my 2 daughters. Hello, they work a 9 to 5, I work from home. We all desire to have more, but we are so happy and grateful for what we have. They come home every night, we hug each other, we love each other, we sit on the couch, we laugh. We have food in the refrigerator, clothes on our back, we have a roof over our head. We have each other. And even if we did not, we have God. We have God because I've given them that. We have a spirit. We have a connection. We have protection. We have guidance because I've given them that as a mother. I had to find it. I had to search. I had to fight. I had to struggle. I had to suffer. And I thank God for every moment because now they don't have to. Now I've freed the next generation. I've broken the curses. I'm learning through them. I was not raised with parents that were affectionate. I was not. They supplied needs, had a house, had clothes, had food, whatever. Affection, that was missing. And for years, I couldn't forgive. Because as a child, you could buy the house, you could put food in the clothes, take them to school, you could do all that 3D that we're supposed to do. There ain't no reward for that. We're supposed to do that. They ain't asked to be here. And the way many of them got here ain't healthy. We ain't going, but hello? They don't reward for being a parent that you're supposed to be. Because you lay down and had disease. There ain't no reward for that. That comes with you creating. That's the assignment. The rewards is the affection, the spiritual guidance, the seeds that were planted. They don't feed the flesh or the physical body. To teach their soul to rise above challenges and obstacles. And to love you for the stuff that you couldn't do, that you didn't give. And that is not based on the parent's perspective, but the child's. And many parents, we don't ask them, or we don't agree with the reaction or what they say, how they speak. It's still their opinion to hold. It's still their experience. Their experience doesn't always match the parental experience. And then for years, I guess kids leave and they grow up and they don't look back and they don't visit and they don't contact. And then, as parents, we're bitter and why they not? Because they have their own destiny and life to live, and maybe no longer includes you. And you may have been the best parent in the world, and it may still not include you. And God says we got to be okay with that because it's God's plan. God's plan, not ours. We don't own anything. We don't own anything, including our own body. We are living on borrowed everything. That means the children too, the spouse, everything is borrowed. Because when we die, we'll go. When you die, we'll go. We'll go. Even the flesh don't go. Or the flesh stays behind, it rots. Even the flesh don't go. What goes? The only thing that's not borrowed, beloved, is your soul. Because that gets to go back home where it belongs. To rest, to be celebrated, to be embraced. Hopefully the gate will open. It don't open for everyone. As a death doula, the gate don't open for everyone. It don't. And it brings pain to my heart and soul when I realize that person is crossing and the gate ain't opening. I'm a death doula, I'm there. What do I do? Everything stays behind because there's nothing that is yours. God owns God has created everything in it, above and below. And we spend our lives being bitter because we couldn't hold on. It left, it abandoned, it rejected, it walked away, it ghosted, it lied, it cheated, it didn't belong to you. And God let us borrow it for a time. And when that time was up, it was taken away. And even though may have walked away on his own 2 feet, that was God. That was divinely guided. Someone here, you are now the magician. Mother, Empress, Mother. You know I'm talking to you. So much resonates. But now you are sitting on this throne, supported or alone. And God says it's time to take your rightful place. And she sits alone, still wearing a crown, still crowned and anointed, knowing that even if what she's given to the world doesn't sit beside her, she's amongst a complete bloodline that Hey, Attila. Hello, Attila. Thank you, man. Welcome back, beloved. Thank you, beloved, for that donation. Now, you know, where my ancestor offering? You know, you triggered the ancestor offering for Saturday. Attila. Hello, beloved. I want to make sure I'm getting these names right, y'all. Although your ancestors will know who you are. There you go, beloved. There you go, beloved. Your ancestors, thank you in advance of come back Saturday for your offering. I saw, let me see, because I saw some other stuff. Oh, that's my son. My son sent me a text. My one and only Elijah, my oldest, my son. Something beautiful is going on in his day. And he reaching out to me to share it. at his job, but he gonna have to wait a minute because I'm with y'all. But yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. You've been through a lot. You've lost a lot. You've cried a lot. You've purged a lot. You've changed a lot. You've grown a lot. And now you're at a place where you are a lot to the divine. Worthy, valuable, strong, confident. Enough to wear a crown. Enough to wear a crown. And God says, whatever went on, because I willed it, I allowed it. Whatever happened that molded you, shielded you, strengthened you, blocked you, created you, needed you, left you, hurt you, wherever it was, that's exactly how you received it. That's exactly how and why you have received it. Don't you ever forget. Don't you ever forget that it was necessary. As much pain, hurt, confusion that you experienced, and everything you gave they did not give to you, and everything you still desire and think of. Remember, you sit alone on the throne with a bloodline standing on every side. You wear a crown. You wear a crown. And that alone is worthy of love. Now, that love may have to be new. It have to be different. It may be a new place, in a new body, in a new existence. But you walk in the energy of love. You've given love. You've lost love. You failed at love. You've taught love. And love had to teach you. Still, it was all love. Still, it was all love. Different kinds for different reasons and different seasons necessary to move you, to build you. Love. Love comes in many forms. Somebody told me love and pain are separate. No, they're not. And only a mother, a woman with a womb, can understand that. Because in laying down, giving birth, giving life, by surrendering and sacrificing your own life, because many mothers have not gotten up off the table. Many mothers have given life, taken their last breath at the same time. And we're willing. And we're willing to do so for love, from love. So now, don't believe that love and pain are different. Pain creates, through pain, the ultimate love is created. Through pain. What pain is stronger than childbirth? Hello? What pain is stronger than labor? None. None. You can look it up. Scientifically, there is nothing that equals or measures the pain of labor and childbirth. So through the ultimate pain and sacrifice, the biggest form of love is created. And through the biggest form of love and creation comes pain from separation. From separation, rejection, abandonment, abuse. So they are not separate. It's when you learn to love them equally, because they're equally needed for the ultimate form of love to be created. Neither one can strip you. Thank you. Thank you, Letitia, for that heart. Once you understand that they are not different and both necessary, then neither one can strip you. Neither one can change you, break you. Neither one. Because when they both come, you understand the assignment and you let it pass through you and receive what is needed from it. And move on to when the sun shines on the next day. Because it will. There's only two things in the world that are absolute, that we cannot change. It's not life and death, because we can change that. People take lives every day and give lives every day. We can change that. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Oh, we can change it. That ain't absolute. We believe that for years, but it ain't. The sun and the moon, day and night. Absolutely the only two things that we have no control of, that will never change, never go away, never end, and will always begin. That's it. And neither one of those are ruled by any human control. They're not. Oh, we want to believe, they control the weather, yada, yada, yada. God let that happen. Oh, you really think the person is doing it? You really think the person is controlling it? We control nothing. God allows life and he allows death every day. He allows the sun to shine and he allows the clouds to rain. Every day, somewhere in the world, that's why when it rains here, when it thunders, it snows over here, over there it's 115 degrees on the other side of the world. We're always working in equilibrium. We have no control of, they controlling the weather. No, God's letting them act like they know what they're doing. And then God shows up and always lets us know who really in control. God is always, I'm going to say God. Because Goddess is a whole different energy. The Holy Father lets us know who's really in control. Because the Blessed Mother, she got another job. She ain't got time to control that. She creating, giving birth. Spring, you see the flowers growing? See the trees got leaves? See the water flowing? See fruits and vegetables growing? See animals being born every day so we can eat? See all that happening? Oh, that's mama. That's mama. That's her assignment. Birthing, creating. That's what she do. But the protection work, that Big Daddy got that. She ain't got time for that. That's what we say. Men and women have two different roles. Women creates and gives to the earth to replenish and continue life itself. And the man, the father, supplies, protects, builds. so that she can do it and have somewhere to put it, and it be safe and grow well, and so it can reproduce. It's when we get mixed up and cross each other's boundaries that we be in trouble, and things are out of alignment, and there's wars and hello trafficking and pedophilia and rape and robbery and all this other stuff, because people have forgotten judgment. 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 God is saying, I have blown the horn. I have sounded the horn, the alarm. I have sounded the alarm across the whole entire earth, the planet, the universe. Who's going to answer my call? Who is going to answer my call? The alert has been sounded. The horns have been blown. The fat lady has sung. The show has begun. Since COVID. Hello, but I ain't gonna get into that. That's when the cleansing began. That is over, and the call has been sounded. Who is going to answer the call to build this new earth? Who get on the front line? Who's going to pick up their sword, their wand? Who's going to fix their crown? Who will be the anointed? Who will step in? Who are my greatest? Who no longer are worrying about what isn't, what ain't, who did what, when they did it, who don't even care about what's next. Why would you care about what's next if the next minute, hour, second ain't even promised to none of us? We're worried about what's next. What's next ain't even happened or been promised. Why are we spending so much time waiting for that which we can't see, when we are not even supposed to know in the first place? Because if we store it, there'd be no earth. There'd be no world. We'd stop everything, block everything, control everything. That's why we're not allowed to see it. Because we live in feelings and emotions, and have stepped out of our logic and our soul purpose, and we navigate based on greed and anxiety and fear and doubt and warfare and judgment and competition, and God forbid we see the next step. Well, I don't like that step. I don't like that move. I don't like that next. So let me change it up. Let me switch it, God. Let me do your job, because I know what's best. That's why we don't worry about what's next, because next ain't up to us, and thank God it ain't. God says, I have stripped you, I have cleansed you, I've purified you, I've separated you, I've saved you, I've rescued you, I've changed and shifted everything around you. I've cleared a path, opened the gate. I brought down the tower to erase, to renew, and rebuild. And because I've done everything I can do. Now it's up to you. No more praying, no more waiting. No more praying and no more waiting. No more crying, no more begging. Now it's up to you. I've done above and beyond. And still we ask for the same thing day after day after day after day. And God's like, I'm bored. Ain't you got something else? You can't think bigger? You can't dig deeper? God says, you're waiting for me, I'm waiting for you. What's your next move? I made a move on the chessboard. What's your next move? Because I gave you the queen, or I gave you the king to move around the board. to find your win, find your opening, to call checkmate on the past, on them, there, it, what, you got a free path to call checkmate. I've opened the path. I've cleansed it. I've removed it. I've done everything to give you freedom. What's the next move? And many of us are sitting here waiting for God to show up and shift the room. And God's like, I am the room itself. I'm already the room itself. You already got a seat. I've already positioned you. I am the room itself. And I've given you a seat, a position, a wand of the magician. I've given you a wand of the magician. So now that you have been gifted the crown and a sword to cut through your past, to forge a new path, what's under the hat? What's under the hat? This is the light bulb moment. This is your light bulb moment. What's under the hat? When the light bulb comes on, what is it telling you to do? How is it telling you to move? Where is it telling you to go and why? What is your why? Are we still running, looking for something that we've tripped over 100 times, but we don't like the way it looked when we got up? So I'm gonna change directions until I like what I see. Are we gonna, is our why because we need to run and find something that we'll never find because it only exists inside and not outside? Or are we gonna stay still? For in the stillness, I know that you are God. Be still and know that I am God. Stop running, slow down, stop praying, stop asking, stop hoping, stop wishing, stop dreaming. And simply be happy. In one moment, happy enough to turn on the light bulb and see the next step clearly, without the emotions, without the trauma, without the past, without the bitterness, without the resentment, without the shame, without the ego. Be happy enough in this second to say, God, I'm so happy that I can breathe, that I can see, that I can move, that I can do. There's nothing I want. There's nothing I need. Because I got you. That means I have the opportunity to have everything. If I go get it. If I take the action. If I stop throwing a temper tantrum at every turn when it don't go my way. I can have whatever I want because you said so. I wear the crown. I wear a crown. You wear a crown that comes with everything you desire. But God says, you're not 2 years old. Oh my God, that crown, that is beautiful. Who said? Paisley. I love it. Thank you, but those emojis blew my mind. But that one, thank you, beloved. God is saying, what is on the other side of everything that's still replaying in your mind? Like a broken picture, like a broken record. If I take the record off the replay, I take the battery out the camera and I leave you blank and empty. Blank and empty. And the light bulb is turned on. What's your next move? Because God said once that happened, You don't need me to spoon feed you anymore. Once the light comes on, the spoon feeding is over. Because we're not 4, we're not 14. Hello, many of us ain't even 24. Some ain't even 44, 54. Oh yeah. When the light bulb gonna come on? When is the big boom effect gonna say it ain't never been about nobody else? Now it's only about me. What am I gonna do to change this view? The way I keep seeing it. Why do I keep putting people in different parts in my movie? Why can't my next movie be, why can't it just be about me? I'm the only one in the movie. I'm running through the flowers. I'm swimming in the ocean. I'm eating ice cream and cake all day. And I care about my weight. I'm flying with the birds. I'm singing on the stage. I don't even care if there's an audience because I'm singing to God. I don't care if there's an audience. I don't care if there's people. I don't need to be surrounded because the angels hear my voice. And the blood and the ancestors are crying tears of joy because now I'm singing again. I'm dreaming again. That's the light bulb effect. And I'm not saying that you will not continue to have a human experience. I'm not gullible. We're still living in the flesh. We're still growing and learning and achieving and erasing every day. But are we erasing what happened 10, 12, 20 years ago? Or we just erasing a little slip up in yesterday? How far back are you still erasing? That it hasn't, the page ain't clean yet. That's the light bulb effect. When you realize I'm not going to waste on time erasing 10, 20, 30 years of drama. When the curtain been closed and I'm not even there anymore or in that energy or in that situation, that relationship, I'm just going to erase a little bit the last hour. Maybe yesterday, as far as back as I'll go. Because before that, who cares? Before that, who cares? What happened? Who did it? And why? Because before that, I'm not even there. Physically, physically it's impossible to be there. So what's the point? Have to have something to do, something to say, somebody to hear, listen to. You complain. What's the point, actually? What's the point of it all? To be excused or not judged, or to erase your own shame and guilt that you believe ain't really going on when it is. When you're still feeling judged. And ain't nobody in the room but you. When you're still being judged by family and friends and exes and neighbors and co-workers and children, and ain't nobody sitting in that chair right now watching me but you. Who cares? They all doing what they should be doing to fulfill their karma and their destiny. Why are they still the focus? When you go to the grave, they ain't going. When you go to the grave, when you return home, they ain't going. How much time do we want to waste on something that's meaningless for where you're going in the end? Anyway, our children cause us a lot of pain. That's what they do. Hello, and we did it to someone, and our parents did it to someone. It is what it is. Our family caused us a lot of pain. Okay, yours ain't the only one. Mine ain't the only one. Hello, it happens every day. So what? You're still breathing. They didn't take your life. They did not take your life because they don't own it. They did not take your power. You own that. They shouldn't take your peace, your joy, your happiness. God gave you that. If they took it because you gave it to them, instead of God gives us that. That belongs to Goddess. Excuse me, Mama. That belongs to Goddess herself. She gives that. She replenishes it. She supplies it. She created it. The only time we still walking in the pain of family is because we think it comes from them. That they supposed to give it. They supposed to create it for us. Because we created them, so what? If you're a mother, and I'm a mother, so I can say it. Tough love, raw truth. Them babies that came through your womb, they don't belong to you. God used you as a vessel for them to return to the earth because they got a destiny to live out and karmic debts to pay. They ain't got nothing to do with you. They hurt us, you. They didn't grow up the way you wanted to. No matter what you did, what you do, they still going to be them, walk as them, behave as them, because it ain't got nothing to do with you. And then did it in the first place. The biggest pain is the pain a mother feels. Men, luckily, don't have to deal with that. They may say they do, but it ain't the same. Because what comes through our wombs, it ain't the same. It never will be. It ain't meant to be. Hello? They supposed to be doing what they supposed to be doing. Now, and with the kids, we got them. That was the original purpose. That's why they can detach better, because they're supposed to be working, building, providing, and protecting. They don't have time. They're not supposed to be doing what we do. That's the reason why they can detach to go do it in the field, in the plantation, in the universe. So we have places to put them and put ourselves. Then we get mad and upset and angry when they detach. They're doing what they physically, what their DNA tells them to do, beloveds. We got to get a grip on that, mamas. Hello? Many of us choose the wrong one, but I ain't even going to go there. Because then we blame and shame and guilt. And we chose that. Hello? But we're not even going to go there. Because many of us ain't even made peace with that. That's a whole nother lie. Them children got here, how they got here, because you agreed to be a vessel for them to procreate life itself, to keep the planet going. For mama. For mama. Why you chose to be a mama for mama, to be one of her daughters, to give her granddaughters, so they could have daughters and life could go on. So when the detachment comes, however it comes through arguments, pain, whatever God needs to do to bring the detachment in, because you hold on too strong and God knows you are never going to let go. So God made them walk away. Otherwise, they would never get into their own destiny, because some mamas don't never let go. I know. Tough love, raw truth, triggering moment, but it is what it is. So sometimes God makes the kids rebel and walk away because they would never fulfill their destiny if they stayed. And we're too busy wallowing about how it ended to see why it ended and deal with that pain and resolve that pain, to walk into our own destiny, because that's the destiny delay for a lot of mamas. That is the destiny delay for a lot of mothers. Now, the inner child that is alone, secluded, isolated, broken, bruised, angry, afraid, whatever you're going through, now the inner child has room to awaken and bloom and become everything that child was supposed to become, grow to be, to achieve, despite what the adult and us and you chose to do, which wasn't that child's destiny in the first place. None of it had to do with that child's destiny. The adult wanted that, needed that, saw that, craved that. Had nothing to do with the inner child at all. And when God wants to wake that child up, to finally perform what it came to do in this lifetime, to achieve the destiny, the adult fights back. Because it's like, whoa, wait a minute. And God says, step aside. I ain't talking to you, grown folk. Because you think you're in control. You're following your ego. Step aside, get out of your own way. And the inner child is still you. You're not getting out the way for no one else. It's for you to finally walk into who you were supposed to be. And God says, get out the way. And, oh no, okay. Tower moment, wrecking ball. Hello. Here it comes. Here comes the tornado, the hurricane, the tsunami. Because it was written in the book of time, that date, that moment, that child's going to emerge victorious and win. And here you are, here it is. So God is saying, step out of your own way. Remember who you were before you decided to hold on to the abuse, the drama, the pain, remember who you were before you chose to hold on to all that, as opposed to awakening to why it had to happen. And let's get it done. And let's get it done. Let's step into your moment. Let's step on the stage behind the mic. Let's wear the crown. Be the voice. Be the light. Be the guide. Be the mentor. Be the coach. Be the healer. Be the advisor. Be the teacher. Be the restorer. The builder. The creator. Be what the child was born to be before the child became the adult that, excuse my language, that fucked up everything. That fucked up everything. Chasing money, chasing job, chasing ass, chasing husband, chasing wife, chasing dream of home, rich and well, and fucked up the whole plan. Because that's what we do. We see it. We're told to have it, to be it, what the world needs. We're told that. Go to college, get in debt, buy a house, have a lot of children, get a soulmate, be wealthy, be rich, be famous, and we believe all that bullshit. That's the American, I say American because I'm in America, whatever country you're in, that's the American dream. And we die poor, in debt, in poverty, heartbroken, and angry, and bitter, and think we're going to cross the gate when we get there, hold on to all that dead weight. And the child who never got to bloom, to become, to awaken to his stand, says, you know what? I didn't get to do a damn thing. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to love. I didn't get to be happy, be healthy. I didn't get to live in the beauty of life itself. Father, I didn't get to do nothing you said I was going to do when I went back. Because this adult guy, I don't know what happened. Lost sight of me, forgot me, ignored me, I don't know. So send me back to do it again. Why do you think we spend lifetimes coming right back to this hellhole called Earth? Because in God's eyes, it's beauty. Oh, to us, Earth is chaos, hell, drama, trauma. To Goddess, you know the Goddess? She has the world on her womb. Google her. Google Gaia. She has the earth on her belly, her womb. She has flowers in her hair. She's water flowing through her. She's beautiful. She's mysterious. That's still, That's God's wife. That's God's woman. Hello? How could he see her as hell, as chaos, as destruction? She's beauty still to the Father. But we curse her every day. We're living in hell. This is, but a child who knows who she is, your inner child who knows who she is, because she gave birth to that inner child, that baby, wants to come right back to the mother, to breastfeed, to be nourished, to be held, comforted, loved. So the child come right back, because the child don't know what the adult talking about. The child didn't even live that life. The adult, your adult lived that. The child didn't live that. The child went to sleep. And when you die, the child awakens. When we die and ascend, if you didn't go through the ascension, when you die, the child reawakens and takes back over their body and says, I want what you promised me. I want to go back to mama. I miss her. I'm hungry. I want to feed. I want to love. I want to be happy. And God sent a child right back to Gaia to try it all over again. And this time, maybe in a body that will finally live. With no expectations and no restrictions of what that life should look like. Because the child don't know. When child come out, the child don't know what life's supposed to look like. But it knows what it's supposed to feel like. I know somebody should hold me. I know somebody should feed me. I know somebody should love me, kiss me, comfort me, help me walk, put on my clothes, tie my shoes. The child knows what it's supposed to feel like, but don't know what it's supposed to look like, because guess what? Anybody could do it. Anybody could fill that spot. Don't got to be the actual mother or the father. It could be the grandmother, the auntie. It could be foster kid. Anybody could do that role. Child don't know what the person look like. Anybody could do it. Long as they get it, it's a feeling. Anybody could give it. Anybody could love a child, even if it's not yours. Because mamas, we made to do that. When we don't hate how that child came into the world. Oh, my ex cheated and made a secret baby. And I ain't gonna take care of that baby. That baby ain't gonna know my children. Ain't gonna. Well, really? Oh, and I noticed some in this room that think just like that. That got children. And has someone do that to their kids. An absentee father, mother, grandparents. Somebody's did that to your children. And you wonder why. Because subliminally in that darkness and that seed, that's what we believe about how somebody else is. And don't know why we live in a karmic debt. Because God knows all. Forget about sees all. Knows all. Before it's going to happen. So the karmic debt is already placed in the middle of your road before you get, because God already knew. God knew what him and Blessed Mother created. As soon as I'm not happy, as soon as I'm not wealthy, as soon as they doing this to me and they did this to me, I'm going to become that. I'm going to act like I'm not. I'm going to speak like I'm not, because I'm not going to be that. And that's exactly what it is. How else? Why else would life be what it is? Why else would life be what it is? Life is a mirrored reflection of exactly the energy in your spirit, in your soul. Not in your heart, not in your mind. God knew what the soul was going to do. As soon as the heart experienced pain, toxicity, drama, anger, rage, God knew what the soul was going to do. That's the mirror effect. But we like to say, oh, my God, I don't know why I'm like this, why I'm living like this. You know, you just don't want anyone else to know that you know. So we put on a mask and a performance that is everything else that happened. When it was our own steps that led us right to that debt. The man we chose, the woman we chose. Oh, I didn't know who they was. Yeah, you knew. You may have not known day one, but it didn't take till year 20 to figure it out. The red flags, the ancestors threw them back. They threw the bricks. They threw the signs. It was all there. But I love them. But I want them. But they got money. But this is a family. I don't want to be seen as a failure because I done did this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and can't get it right. I don't know why. Yeah, we always know. We always know. Because even when we don't see it, God puts things in our way every day. We walk around it. We deny it. We make excuses for it. We put a different label on it. It is what it is, boo-boo. Many of you know I am not simply a tarot reader. This is the least of my spiritual gifts. But in the 3D, I have years of education experience. My BA is in psychology. I got a BA in sociology, a BA in philosophy. I'm certified. I got 3 certifications in mental health and addiction and counseling, family counseling, personal counseling. Years of experience working in ACS, in the prison systems, with domestic violence, and on the front line. I was a union delegate fighting for justice, equal pay. I am the jack of all trades. So what I say ain't just me lollygagging or making shit up or trying to be something I ain't. I've had 3 marriages and 3 divorces. Hello? And I got 3 kids, a son and 2 daughters that ain't growing up nothing like I did. Because I refused to live my life being bitter, blaming and shaming, and placing guilt on a life that I already grew up from, and now became a parent of my own. Well, who am I? I am not that which grew me. I'm not that which I am. What God has made, what God created, and I will see nothing else. There's no lack. There's no delay. Of course, we all go through spiritual warfare. We're not retarded. Of course, there's spiritual warfare. That shit is real. I've seen demons. I've seen things that if most people seen, you would not even be able to sleep one night of your life. Attacked. Awakened with physical proof of that. Hello? This ain't not ongoing. I tell people, you think becoming a spiritualist is fun and easy because it's in the public and there's fame. That's why many are chosen. That's why many are called, few are chosen. Because a lot of people step into this and jump out with a quickness. Everybody ain't built to be in this life. Too scared to lay 9 to 5 that the next check won't come. How am I going to pay the bills, pay the rent, before on the table? That alone is the first. No, this ain't for you. That's the first sign that this life ain't for you. If you can't leave the plantation and believe that God is the true ultimate check writer, giver of abundance, life itself, then don't even bother. Don't even bother. Hello? If you're afraid to be alone, to be in isolation, because the first thing you do is get depressed. And you run right back to where you were, and you got to call them, and you got to check in, and you trolling, and you still gossiping and getting in the cliques and running back to toxic family every chance you get. If you're still chasing money and wealth and can't think of nothing else, don't even bother. Don't even bother. People see us on this platform. Let me tell you what. To maintain a life in the human 3D, YouTube don't pay. Platforms don't pay the bills. Donations and bookings, we appreciate it to see the gifts of our labor. You ain't paying no rent. You ain't supplying no food. You ain't putting clothes on your back and a roof over your head and buying transport for, especially if you got kids. With no, I don't care what platform you're on. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, yada, yada, yada. It's not happening, my friends. One deck of cards, if you're following the right direction. You get them cheap. If you get them off of TikToks and what is that, Temu or whatever, you can get cheap decks. But if you're buying quality because you put out quality work and you want something substantial to show what the message you're bringing, these sets can be $100 a piece. You could do a 3-hour live and make $10 because YouTube take 30% of every donation. Hello, off the top. Many people don't even know that. Off the top. So yeah, the platform is building is free. Any money you got coming in, YouTube, what they cut. Hello. Never seen Cashapp. Cashapp is the only thing that don't take no money. PayPal take money, unless friends and family. Most people don't know that, so they don't send it that way. They take their cut. TikTok take the most. I ain't even going over there. It's not even worth it to me. Hello, what in the world is free? And why would anybody think it's free? And Cash App, a lot of people don't want to use it because the security is less. If you use credit or whatever, I understand that. In every country, it ain't available, too. So I tell people, you want to be a spiritualist in these streets because you've awakened and ascended and been anointed and you know who you are and you want to step into your destiny. What are you willing to give up and not care that it's gone? And not care that it's gone. Not just giving it up. Not caring that it's gone. How far are you willing to surrender if God take it all? Is that even an option or choice for you? When I say take it, my children are, my son is about to be 29. I'm 56, y'all. My eldest is 29. My daughter just turned 25, the oldest, and my baby girl about to be 21. They're ripping and running. They got jobs. They got boyfriends, girlfriends, they got lives. My son don't even live here. My oldest daughter, seldom. I got the baby regularly because she's only 20. She ain't gonna live on her own. And even then, she got friends. She's staying away days, weeks at a time. They doing what they doing. I don't have a mate. I don't have a husband. My divorce is dry, thank God. From the last one, I've learned my lesson. Now I ain't chasing or choosing nobody. If God don't send it in, No, thank you. And I know who and when that is. So I'm not looking, not chasing, not waiting, not wanting. I got a life to live, things to do. And whoever wants to be included, God will put them in my path, in my wake. Otherwise, solo dolo, I'm happy as shit. Vacationing, traveling, what, in my own peaceful space? Why would that be an issue for anybody? I've lived a great life. I've been a mother, I've been a wife, I've been a daughter, I'm a sister. I've done it all. I've worked in every sector of healthcare I think there is. GYN, geriatrics, pediatrics, oncology. I've been in there. From all ages, from babies to elderly. Hello, in the financial system, in the prison system, in the healthcare system. I've lived a full life. Lifetimes enough. Enough to fill lifetimes. I'm in my me era. I'm in my and yes, at times I'm human. At times it gets lonely. At times I may fall prey to a little depression. At times, I may slip into the lack of mentality because I'm still human in the flesh. I acknowledge it right away and I reflect on it and I try to figure out why I'm there and what's going on in my head for me to feel this way. I don't just deny it and try to fill it with something or someone. I've been celibate now for going on 6 years. Since he walked out and abandoned me and his child. Because he wanted to father my two oldest. His husband fathered the youngest. Since he walked out and abandoned me and his daughter, baby girl. For what? Money and the karmic and I don't know what else. Not my issue, not my problem, not my karmic debt. May he be well wherever he is. It is what it is. Lessons learned. I'm better for it, and so is she. So is she. She had to mourn her father while she's living, but she's learned the art of mourning. It's matured her and grew her and strengthened her. And she didn't do it alone. Thank God for that. She has a mother and a sister and brother, and we surround her with love every day. Thank God for that. So that she wouldn't feel the weight of that loss. That wasn't a loss, but a blessing. Because God will only strip people from your life to bless you, not to punish you. But you got to see the blessing in the release, in the peace that it will bring, in the road opens for you to go in a different direction, try a different thing, find and discover who you are, absent of that distractive energy. Eight of Swords. Entrapments. Eight of Swords. Constantly being victimized. A victim of family, of friends, of lovers, of partners, co-workers, neighbors, church, religion. You've been victimized by a lot. Hell, this is binding energy, bound, held, immovable. But God says, are you really still a victim? Are you really still a victim? Are you chains and handcuffs? Are you locked in shackles on your feet? Are you roped? Are you in somebody's basement? Hello? How are you physically a victim, or is it just a mental block, an emotional block? That I need to cry victim every chance I get for someone to understand me. That's not the part of you anybody want to understand. Why would somebody want to understand the victim, the codependency, the trauma? Why do people need to understand that to love you? And if they do, then that's an issue. Because then that means they have to love your trauma. They have to love your victimization to love you, because then that's who you still are. So they gotta love it to love you. That's what that means. How long do we stay victims of a place we're no longer in, a connection we're no longer in, age, a job, a hometown that we're no longer in? How long do we remain victims of what's already gone, been torn away? Because that's the choice. Whatever comes out of our mouth every day is a conscious choice of what we choose to speak about. Is it constantly about what you went through or what you're going through? Or is it about the new you? What you are striving to achieve, to build, the vision you see, the action you're taking, the moves you're making. Because what we speak is what we manifest into our reality. It is what it is. If we're constantly speaking on the past, constantly speaking, gossiping about the past, then the past will continue to keep replaying in our reality. I know they did you wrong at work. I know they did you wrong on the job. I know they did you wrong in that marriage. I know they did you wrong in that church. I know they did you wrong growing up, your parents, your siblings. I know your friends. I know your neighbors are doing you wrong. I know everything that has done you wrong. Been there, done that. Got the plaque. So I know. But how long do we keep telling the same old story? Because we think other people care or need to hear it. How long do we keep allowing that story to let people know that we are just walking trauma? Because they may not say it. They may pat you, hug you, pray for you, I'm sorry, apologize, but in their mind, if they are awakened, what they're saying is that I see you, I'll pray for you, but you go over there. You stay over there. Because I've already come out of that. I can't afford to absorb that. I don't even want to hear about it replay in my mental space. Now, I'm not talking about mentors, coaches, therapists. That's their assignment. I'm talking about just regular people, friends, or coworkers, people you speak to online or offline, in chat rooms, in groups, wherever. What they're really saying is, wow, you what, 30, 40, 50, 60? Still? That's what you remember? That's what you speak about? That's what you're bringing to the table? Oh, I need you to understand where I'm from. If you need me to understand who you are in the moment, you simply need to show up and show it and be it and walk it and be what. Hello, if you want me to know who you are in the moment, you simply need to just show up and be. What does that have to do with the past? If the past is a story you tell for people to understand who you are, that is who you are. Not better. Not better. Not healed. Not even on the right path to be that. Because being on the right path to be that, we talk about solutions. We butt heads over solutions. We don't bring up what happened that got us there. We come out the gate, it's solutions. That's the difference. Many don't realize that. Five of Cups in reverse. Walking away from the sadness. Choosing to walk away from the sadness and the trauma and what they did and who did it and when they did it and why it's still being done. God says reverse the cup. Pour it out until it's empty. So I pour into it with goodness. Empty the cup out and everything in it, the plans, the constant nostalgia, the rehearsing, the story. Empty out the cup, because I cannot refill an old thing with newness. I cannot bless you if you're still sipping on the mess. If you're still sipping on the mess, I can't bless you. And those here who have already chosen, who have already consciously chosen that the cup is empty, that you are finished, that you are done sipping from sadness, pain, nostalgia, regret, shame, guilt, blame, whatever it is. Well done. Because there's many of you here who have. Many of you here who have said, I'm done, Lord. The cup is empty. You've taken it all, and I'm okay with that. I will not fight. I will not beg. I will not seek. You've taken it all, and I'm okay. The cup is empty. I pour it out. It's gone. I'm done. Fill me up, God. Fill me up. I want to run over. Tasha Cobbs. Tasha Cobbs. Cobbs is a gospel artist. She has a song. You can YouTube it. It's called Fill Me Up. Until I it just Fill Me Up is the verse, is the title. But it says fill me up until I overflow. I want to run over. I want to run over. I want to run over. Because on the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, it's time to plant some new seeds in a new garden. It's time to plant some new seeds in a new garden. The old trees no longer bear fruit. There's no grass. There's no room for growth. There's nothing will flourish. Everything is dead and gone. Standing in the wilderness, waiting for something to grow in the same spot where it died is impossible. Step out, find a new patch of soil, of ground. Dig deeper, plant new seeds, water your garden, nourish it, feed it, speak life into it, and watch it bear you some new fruit. But God said, I done gave you a bag of seeds. What's the next move? I'm not going to sprout. I'm not going to erect. Now, the work is up to you. The earth is full of prosperity in every corner, on grid and off grid. Find your place, your plot, your soil. Plant some seeds and nourish a new garden. And stop staying in the wilderness of the ashes of the past, thinking that something new will grow there. It won't. It can't. God took it away and made it barren because it was toxic. Because it was toxic. So everyone that was there, not just you, so everyone that was there. Nobody was flourishing. Nobody was growing. Nobody was in alignment with God's plan for their life. And we love to call it family because we're stuck on titles. Family is not a title. Family is not a place. Family is not a situation. Family is a movement, an action, a one accord. Not a status, not a name, not a place, not a house. And movements, all on one accord, connected on the same page, wanting the same goals, same manifestations. Is built on love, and not love of self. Love on one another. Agreeing to disagree is still respect, honor, appreciate those differences. They all bring a different perspective that add to the tree of life. We all have to eat equally, equal parts for everybody. No one's in control. No one's above or below. I don't care what age. I don't care how much money or what you put in. In God's eyes, we all equally made. That's what. So God don't care who bringing the most money, who does the most work, who has biggest status, who's prettier, healthier, thinner, strong. God don't care. You know what God said? Who can love the most? Even when it's not loving on them. Can you love even when they're not loving on you? And it may be from afar. Don't get me twisted. It could be from afar. I'm not saying it in your face, because if you ain't loving on me, then you need to be over there. It could be from afar, but can you love them from afar? Even if they ain't loving on you? And not gossip, judge, lie, compete, give back, resent, blame. Can you still not do that? Because they're already over there. They're already gone. So what's the need for all that going on? That's because there's something dark inside here. They got nothing to do with them at all. All right, 222 on the clock. I went to look at my phone. 222. Balance and harmony are on the table. Balance, harmony, alignment, peace, inclusiveness, forgiveness, equality, fairness. It's on the table. But it's on the table for everybody, even the ones that are even the karmics, even the ones that are doing wrong from over there. But God gives them grace too. God gives them chances too. God gives them extra time too. Apparently, they still around. God gives them grace too. And while God's doing that, He removed them to protect you. Ain't that enough? What more do they owe? They already living out their karma. They're already getting their karma. What more do they owe you? Closure? Nope. God closed the door when He removed it, detached it, destroyed it, broke it. God already closed that door. God gave that's God's closure. They don't owe no closure. Money, payments, energy, because they're borrowing that too. They are borrowing that too from God. So who owe you? Who owes you? They are borrowing that from God. Is it really them that got to give it back? Or is God going to send it back when you've earned it through forgiveness, through the true awakening to why it happened? And then God says, here's your reward, here's your blessing. Let me send it back. Let me pay it back. Let me give it back. Because they don't own that. They don't own that. That's what somebody waiting for child support, alimony, your inheritance, your reparations, stolen, delayed, blocked, hidden. That one's for you. They don't own it. They're not holding it. They're not controlling it. God's doing that. God says, once you realize that it's me, and you come to me to get it back and stop retaliating or fighting or chasing or talking about. Once you learn to do that and let go and let God surrender and get out of my way, or I'm going to get it back. Or I'm going to get it all back for you, beloved. I'm not going to let them think they got away with that. Not for long. Not forever. I'm going to bring you the victory. I'm going to bring you the win. The outcome is mine. The decision has already been made. But how long can you wait? Are you patient? Do you really trust divine timing? Or you just, that's something we just say? This card is ripped. I got to tape it. I love this deck. Messages from your ancestors. Messages from, and I don't care about no time. If you can't stay, you got to cut off. I understand, because we about to get it today. Kelly, man, oh my God, Kelly. That one, Kelly. Let me see. Okay, if you would like a reading from your spirit team about anything that you need to know, today is Pay It All Monday. If you want me to pull 1 to 3 cards for any question you have in your mind, today is Pay It What You Can Monday. Well, Wednesday is communication. It's $1 minimum, because I think Super Chat is $1.99. You can Super Chat whatever you would like, or you can Cash out whatever you would like, and you'll get a 1 to 3 card spiritual message. If you want a mini with Earth Code energy, that's in 20, y'all know. But today is Paid All. Tomorrow will not be Paid All Tuesday. Also, I don't even know if it's still in the chat, because I went on speaking. And I didn't eat. All right, beloveds. Sorry for the delay, but it's just what I feel. I was going to do a free raffle giveaway for a 1-hour reading today. But thank you, Charisma. It's already 2:30, and I missed so many people that already came and left the chat and didn't get an opportunity to do so. So I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. Thank you for your patience and understanding, but I was supposed to have done that from the time I started the live. Now so many people have come and gone and didn't get the opportunity. To be fair, I don't feel like that would be the right thing to do. So tomorrow we'll have a free raffle giveaway for a free 1-hour reading. You don't have to buy a raffle. Just be in the live, be subscribed, hit the like button. Scarcity. A true blocking to a blessing. Living in the energy and the mindset of lack and scarcity. Afraid of never having enough, not finding a way to it, opening a door, an opportunity, a gate to money, to abundance, to finance. It's absolutely a blockage to financial blessings. For to achieve it and for to receive it comes through the achievement of believing that you already have it. To receive it comes through the achievement of believing that you already have it, not after. So somebody may want to work on scarcity. We got rage. Rage. There may still be so much that you're angry about. There may be still somebody or some people that you still are angry about at. Whatever they did, whatever they done, whatever they're doing, whoever it was, don't matter to me or to God, but rage, anger, bitterness, resentment, shame, guilt, retaliation, aggression, by being tricked, whatever it is that triggers you, it has to do with scarcity. Like, what did I say? Somebody may still owe you. Somebody out there may still owe you financially. Whatever it is, you've been waiting patiently. And you may be frustrated or enraged, or you may think they didn't get their karma, or there's no justice in the world, and you're still waiting. But that waiting is building up some kind of dark energy. And it needs to be addressed and purged. Also for somebody else who's going through a period of scarcity. And it has nothing to do with money. That your scarcity is connected to people. Lack of love, the lack of affection, lack of attention, lack of admiration, lack of community. That kind of lack. Feeling abandoned or neglected or rejected by others, mistreated by others. This is for somebody who's absolutely mistreated by others. Because you're kind and generous and giving and loving and loyal. And no matter what you do, they step on you, they use you, they abuse you, they cheat on you. I'm talking to somebody who is in the energy of being an empath, but also allowing that energy to make you people please or excuse other people's behaviors. Turn the other cheek constantly. You just too nice. I'm talking to somebody that's just too nice. And always ends up hurt on the losing end because you just too nice, because you were victimized. And instead of that victimization make you stronger and giving you a backbone, it's made you weak and easy to manipulate. No judgment. I've been there. I understand how we get there. You got a grandmother. You got a grandmother or great-grandmother. This is the grandmother energy. Or your mama, could be your mother. That this person is passed over. She's telling me to tell you. It's time for you to take off the mask of being nice. It's time for you to take off the mask of caring, giving, showing up. Hello, Israel. She needs you to rage. Let me read the rage card so you can get an idea of what she's saying. Because I'm going to give it to you in the words of how it was written as opposed to how I'm speaking it. And a lot of you, whoever this is, it's an ex. For a lot of you, this is an ex. A baby mama, a baby father. For a lot of you, this is or if you didn't have a child with them, this is just an ex. For some of you, this is a young, I don't know if they're younger. For some of you, this could be, we got heavy fire sign energy here. These are signs I'm seeing. Heavy Aries. Heavy Leo. We got Libra. Pisces. Not Cancer. Cancer. Well, I said Cancer. We got every water sign here. Leo and Aries. We got Libra. Virgo. Capricorn. Taurus here with the grandmother energy. But it could be her sign. Heavy water and fire and earth coming through. There's air here. I'm trying to figure out what air sign this is. I'm trying to figure out what air sign this is. I think this is Aquarius. I think it's Aquarius. I did say Libra already. I think this other sign is Aquarius. You and your ex. You also got a sibling here. A mother here. The grandmother is passed. If your grandmother's passed and your mother's here, this could be your grandmother giving you a message of healing against your mother, which means we got a mother wound here, heavy. That ain't even the right page. That ain't her page. I hate when the number on the card don't even match the page. The person. Yo, give me a minute, y'all. The card is Medusa. The energy is of Medusa. But the number on the card ain't yo. The number, okay. We got heavy Gemini. Because the number on the card is 23, right? Her page is 46. That's a twin. But well, I said your ex. Karmic twin flame. Fire and shadow. A shadow of rage. You are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking. But underneath that, you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. You can't stay silent any longer. Let your joy, your hope, and your beauty rage on. Take a breath, close your eyes, and put both hands over your lower abdomen. This is your sacral. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control, flooded with love, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. Get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you're actually being threatened. Affirmation, Goddess declaration. I have a right to feel my feelings. True feelings. So somebody here, you may feel like you're being threatened. Somebody here, you may be feeling like there's spiritual warfare and you're being threatened, and it's an illusion. of anger that comes from pain when you're not really being attacked. Somebody that believes their money is being attacked when your money is actually not being attacked. It's being held up and on pause, but that's divine intervention. Because you got to let go of this anger. And until you let go of the anger, the gates of flow cannot open. Rage. Actually, from somebody that abandoned you. And maybe is a person that owes you. But because of this rage and this lack of being able to understand that you are not being attacked, that this was done for your highest good, is what has your finances on pause. And for a lot of you, this is an ex. For somebody, it's a mother wound. Heavy on the mother wound. Heavy on the ex. There's grandma here saying, I'm ready to fill your cups. Are you ready to pour it out? Shame. 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 Now I'm gonna have to read this. Although I know I don't want to put it in my words. Not with this deck. Because this deck is the mama speaks. So I want to say exactly how your grandma or your mama wants you to hear it. For those of you that have a mother wound, it doesn't matter if she's living or not. If she passed away, she left you with it. If she's here, you're not connected. I don't care if you visit or not. There's a disconnection. And if you have a mother wound and then you have this shame, it may be because of how you have experienced life with your children. Because you're holding on to that mother wound. Who is this woman? I gotta say this name. Does that say long, bubbly Susie? That's her name. Long, bubbly Susie. Whoa. Somebody, I'm going to say this before reading. Somebody you had an intimate relationship with somebody, this could be about your ex. And you're ashamed that you have either connected with this person, reconnected with this person because of sex, or still with this person. But this shame here is attached to intimacy. For most of you. And for others, it's about a mother wound with you and your children that was acquired from your mother wound. Long, bubbly Susie. Fire, a lot of fire and shadow again. Long, bubbly Susie keeps the children of the beliefs terrified. Keeps the children terrified. Viewed as a shadow monster, she has the power to kill or nurture with her long, scary breasts that contain milk and poison. Come on now. I knew but I put it in my words to make you understand. That's definitely a mother wound. A mother with a aggressive, violent, and toxic mouth and physical discipline practice that you may have also carried on in your children. This beautiful Afro-Indigenous spirit may be a distortion of the Taino moon goddess Atabe. I don't know what. Anyway, you are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. It Accept yourself now. You are a bright light. Allow yourself to see who you really are. You are doing the very best you can, and you are lovable, and you are complete. Affirmation, I am protected. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful. Learn to love it in all its parts, even the ugliest moments. You have a heart, a soul, and a breath, and that makes you beautiful in God's eyes. Well, I said that earlier. Learning to love the ugly parts of your life and your past, as well as the beautiful parts. There's somebody that was exposed to the earth and the world and unable to love the beauty of it because you were born, raised, chose, or lived in abuse, lack, heartbreak, pain, misfortune. But as an adult, they were all choices of a child who didn't learn to choose in a healthy way because you weren't in a healthy environment. So forgive it. Forgive you. Forgive it all and go do something new. Just like it's simple as that. Forgive it. Forgive you. It was what it was. Just simply go build something new and let that go. You can't do it over. You can't fix it. So what's the point of dwelling and living in it? Simply a waste of time and the life you've been given and the breath you're breathing. That's that message. Celestial alignment. Where's my alphabet community? You ain't got to speak up if you don't want to. You could be in the alphabet community, or simply, what did I say in the beginning about the crayon box and all the colors of the rainbow? Well, there she is. There she is. Time to live in all colors of the rainbow. Heavy Capricorn, you see the goat? Capricorn, gang, stand up. Heavy Capricorn, the goats, defying all odds, all challenges. And what does the goat do? Defies gravity itself against all odds, all weather, all obstacles. Whether Capricorn is your sign or not, stepping into that Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy begins every year. It's the alpha. We all have access. We all have access to the Capricorn energy. Celestial environment. I'm gonna let y'all go soon. Because if there are no bookings, then I'll wind down in this collective reading. Because I believe y'all got the gist of it. Her name is Eniko Susanna. Eniko Susanna. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what I see. It just got hella warm in here. Like the ancestors just turned up the heat 15 degrees. I cannot find her. Where is she at? Finally, we got some water. All these cards were fire, emotions that run high, rage, passion, desire, anger. We finally got some water with this is the high priestess. Water and the temple of the high priestess. Where y'all at? Eniko Susanna is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers, whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. She dwells in the foamy waters, but is known as the heavenly princess, as above, so below, with celestial alignment. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but Goddess energy speaks to us through feelings. Celestial alignment, that means getting out your head and getting into your heart. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the Sacred Mother. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God and Goddess in one. Affirmation: I am always being guided in the right direction. High Priestess. Balancing your masculine and feminine, God and Goddess in one. Balancing your masculine and feminine. So not to be too sensitive in your feelings and too logical in your ego. That's what that is. That's balance and alignment. Also knowing when to be kind, when to be empathetic, and also when to be tell the truth, talk the truth, and not sugarcoat the truth to help somebody out. Because people love for their trauma to be validated, and often that does not help them at all. Of course, we can validate it, and so what? And then what? That really doesn't help them. To validate the trauma, okay, that takes about 5 minutes, and then we move on to solutions. In my mentorship, that is my pursuit. Yes, we can talk about your trauma, we can validate it, but you got about, it's a very short window, and then it's time for solutions, because sitting there is going to do what? It's a waste of your money and my time and yours. My spiritual mentorships begin again in June. I just ended them in April. I'm taking a break for May. As of June, my spiritual mentorships will be open. Hello, all right, Charisma. Oh, okay. Thank you, Charisma. I got your ancestral offering. And I got your reading. Poppy is up. I'm about to write. Poppy! I'm about to write my name on your offering. Distractions. Charisma. Well, since I'm about to write my name, I might as well finish it. Give myself some love. And my ancestors some love. There you go, Charisma. Now let's pull you some cards before I end and close this reading. Anybody else? Last call. You can pay what you want day. It fell out. So I'm going to keep it for you, Charisma. And I'll still get your earth number. 24012. 24012 for Charisma. You got the Hangman and the Lovers. A decision is being made about something that has you feeling stuck. Something that has you feeling stuck. Unable to move past it, to move beyond it. being placed in a moment of stillness. There's a choice. With lovers, it's a choice. You ready for charisma? You have the Lover's card and the Hangman. You ready? There you go, beloved. You came out charisma as the Queen of Cups. She's a mama. She's also tired, weary, needing love, needing a hug. The Queen of Cups is like she needs a hug. She needs love. She needs to be surrounded with comfort, support, good energy, because she is tired. She's done a lot and done so much for the world and still waiting for someone to return it equally. She's a giver, kind, generous, loving, but genuinely over pleases, over gives, and never is always the last to receive. Well, she's the mother, and many of us learn to be that until God sits us down, affects our health, our emotions, our mindsets, and says, enough is enough. I need you to focus in and take care of yourself. You've done enough. I need you to know you've done the best you can and that it is enough. That you are loved and valued and worthy of God's love. And it's time for you to give that back to yourself. This is the energy of you don't owe anyone anything else, my love. This is your you season, your charisma season, season of your rebirth and renewal. But if you don't make a conscious decision to pour into yourself, love yourself, the others won't know how to treat you. We always tell people love and give to us the way they see we give to ourselves. And if we give less to ourselves, then they will bring less to the table. This is about you showing up for you and making everybody else prove it in order to come and be part of the ride. But you're moving away. Six of Cups is both the energy of nostalgia, looking back to see if we left anything behind, anyone behind of value. But we see in the background that they're sitting comfortably in their own skin. And here you are on your own 2 feet. You've risen and you walked away to walk towards better, safer, happier, healthier, but still looking back and wondering every now and then, if I left anything, if anything is returning, will they get up? Will they come back again? And the answer is no. There's already distance between you. God put that there. That's divine intervention. Because while you're standing up on your own 2 feet, moving forward, the energy of them sitting down in the back, wanting you to carry them, to lift them up, to inspire them to get up, too much weight. Where they've chosen to stay, let them be. You look forward, keep on moving. And know that the future is where you belong and not in the past. There's nothing behind that you've left of value. So this is about freeing your mind, knowing that you've been moved in divine protection and in divine alignment with your true destiny. And turn your vision forward as opposed to the past. Because Hangman, feeling like there's nothing you can do to make this move with the Hangman energy. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This is holding on to self-reliance. This is knowing you have a throne and a crown, and you can make opportunities with the click of your wrist. This is, I'm no longer waiting for doors to open. I'm kicking them bitches in. I will be abundant. I will be prosperous. I will be stable. I will have security. Nothing will stop me because I'm standing up. I done got up out of the chair. Ain't no more time to sit. Ain't no room to wait. I'm going to make it happen. This is you taking control of your money, making your money, creating opportunities for money to come in, and no longer waiting for them to be given to you, but to form them, create them, make them. Money on the hip. This is knowing that you will always have enough. Because God favors you and takes care of you. This like this Queen of Cups energy. While she's looking at the bird, which represents blue for the father. While she's looking at the bird, praying and asking and waiting, she don't even realize that all that gold, wealth, and abundance is right under the seat. That she's already provided for. The destiny, the inheritance, the wealth is already there. It's already been given. But she's so tired and worn out to get up from the chair and see what's underneath it, what's being hidden through her emotions. This is you getting up from the seat, taking what's being left for you and multiplying it, growing it, planting it so it can grow. It's the coins. Because this is being divinely provided. This is major arcana. This is permanence. This is not temporary money. This is permanence. This is spiritual inheritance. This right here, you already have it in you. You already have the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience. You're crafty. This is the magician. You already have everything in you to call in your inheritance. You simply need to get up out the chair, shake it off, and take the necessary action to open the floodgates of your money. Because your inheritance has already been destined to be yours in this lifetime. There's nothing you should want or need that should not be given as long as you get out of this emotional energy of anxiety, fear, and lack. And become a magnet to pull it in, to call it in, to make it happen. This is God pouring out your inheritance. This is on the way energy. On the way energy. Here I come energy. But this is almost like I don't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't see it. You don't feel it. Because you're tired, you're frustrated, you're worn out by everything you've gone through, by everything that you've gone through. Looking back at it, replaying it, rethinking it, trying to figure it out. How you got there, why you got there, when it no longer matters. It's in the past, it's behind you. It can't even catch up to where you're going. You move too far beyond it. Turn your vision to the future, to where you're heading, to what's coming, to what's already waiting. And God says, go get your money. Because you are skilled You are skilled at something. This is skillful, creative, magnetic. So you are skillful at something that you should be doing. That you should be doing. It should be a practice, a routine, a project, store, business, something. You skilled at something that should be making you a whole lot of money. But God says, I'm not just going to hand it to you because you're wrapped in all these emotions. I'm not just going to hand it to you. You got to reach a little higher. You got to get out of your emotions and reach a little higher than how you feel. And create the opportunity that you're looking for. Because you got it in you, beloved. You got it in you, beloved. But it's not, but you will not find it constantly looking at if you left it somewhere with somebody. Your ancestors have moved you, guided you, and redirected you. And then there's no, come on, charisma, come on. Charisma, come on. Because with hard work, determination, perseverance, strength, courage, bravery, the wheel of fortune, carry it, hold it. You got it in you to do so. You're made tougher than you know. There's temporary weights. See how he's on his bended knee, but he ain't gonna fall to the ground. That other knee ain't going down. This is climbing to the top. That Eight of Swords energy. Yeah, that victimization energy, wallowing in your emotions, feeling like the world's against you, like you've been attacked, and wishing and praying to God to change your situation. Take your power back, beloved. It's time for you to take your power back by your damn self. Because you're built to do that. You've fallen before. This ain't your first rodeo. God says get back up one more time. Because if you do this time, beloved, it will be the last time. Because you're stepping right into your destiny. Good fortune, good luck, good juju, good karma. Don't take that other knee to the ground. Use it to push yourself up and push beyond your emotions. Yeah. Heartbreak, pain, heartbreak, loss, scarcity, heartbreak. Yeah. You cannot continue to hold on to what's gone. Let it go. It's a fight you can't win. Holding on to anything in the past that God stripped away is a fight we can't win. So I shade charisma. Thank you, guys. I hope this brought you some clarity. I got a bubble. I hope it brought you some guidance and clarity. Archangel Michael said, she said what she mother effing said, and that's the truth, Ruth. I hope it brought you some clarity and confirmation that what goes around comes around. Don't worry about others. Just worry about you. Let God fight your battles. You ain't even got time to be doing that. We love to take on battles that are not. You ain't got time to fight battles, honey. You. This time is for building. Give God them battles. You're too busy building, creating building blocks, foundations, streams of income, wealth, healing. Yeah, we ain't got time to be fighting battles with people that are lower than. Don't even give them your time and energy. Okay, I think charisma was the only one. Okay, so you got your ancestor book and your reading. All right, y'all. So if there'll be no more readings for today, then I'll close out. Thank you to everybody that joined in today's live event. That hit the like button for free. My new subscribers, what's up, boo? What's up, babe? Welcome to the family. For my moderators and my Soul Tribe family members, thank you for your continued support. You help this channel keep going by donating every month. It's only $3.99 to join the membership, and I appreciate every red cent. Thank you so much. If you'd like to join and be part of our movement, hit the join button, $3.99 per month, and you're in. For those of you that booked your full moon rituals, that received your videos and your manifestations, thank you so much. It was an experience. They're on the altar. I can see them as I speak across the room, burning lovely. Yo, the ancestors for certain people. The ancestors are working the hell out of these manifestations. At nighttime, I'm sitting here in the dark, meditating and covering them and anointing them, and they're snap, crackling, and popping some of these vessels. I know which ones the ancestors are performing magic to make this happen for you. Now, last night in particular, they have some negative energy trying to get in to a certain individual's manifestations in particular. So I had to get in my bag of juju, pull out my sage. But for the most part, candles got a shade at the top, and they're burning. One of them, for someone, is burning so fast. They won't even make the entire 5 days. That's a good sign, though. So thank you all for everything you've done here today to be with me. But I will close out. I got a new deck. So thank you. If you would like to provide a deck to the channel, crystals, pens, papers, cards, all that, my Amazon wish list, my Etsy wish list are attached. You can send me a beautiful gift with a message for the channel, for the platform. Every deck I give back. Every crystal, every incense, every card is returned to you. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, because y'all know it's my addiction of choice, you can click on the buy me a coffee link in the description box and send me $1, $2, $5, and buy me a cup of coffee. Coffee ain't cheap, y'all. And I like my Starbucks. Thank you, everybody. Soul messages from your spirit team. We did ancestral messages. We did a message from the creator, which was goddess today. These are from your spirit team, your deities, your angelic presence, the archangels. For some of you, they're your fae. For some of them, they're your if you work on demon from your spirit team. If you know this is not it's not your bloodline, like the ancestors. This not the Most High, like God or Goddess. This is for those who honor a deity, Oshun, Yemiya, Oya, Shango, Ogun, or a god or goddess like Anubis, Isis, or or Set, Maya, Hathor, or Persephone, Sophia, Hecate, Kalima, or Logani, well, not Loganesh, that would be a creator. Well, you know what I mean. Your spirit team, that which you honor, that which you call to, that which you work with in your spiritual practice, if you have a spiritual practice, okay? Or if you want to create one. But I'm really talking to my spiritualists that have gone through an awakening, that are tapping into a spiritual practice at your altar, are working with a team of energies outside of the norm. Those who are broken free from religious constraints, especially if you have a platform or a storefront, or if you have already began on your spiritual. Speak your dreams out loud. For somebody, this is what you're waiting for. For somebody, this is what you're waiting for. To start that practice. Start that business. This is what you're waiting for. To get behind the mic, start that podcast. Somebody here, your throat chakra is ready to give life to other people's experience, other people's pain. This is an oracle, a speaker, an influencer, a reader, a songstress. Speak out loud through your words, through your book. And how do you do that? You simply choose yourself. You walk through that portal, walk through that gate, leave it all behind, surrender to the old, step into the limelight, and choose yourself. Who cares how they judge, what they would say, if they will watch, subscribe, follow, donate? You got to start somewhere to get to where you want to be. Because what they say, we're making bold moves only. No fear, no anxiety, no doubt. Don't overthink it. Don't try to perfect it. Bold steps only. Boots on the ground. And not looking back, moving forward. Because you are now the author of your own movie. You write the last page, the ending, the beginning, a clean canvas to write. Now you could write a book. You could be a scriber, a writer, poetry, music, visions. You could heavy on scribing. Let your energy be the pen that flows across those pages and write a new book of your new life. No old content, no old names, places, experiences, solutions based on experience. Now you can mention an experience that if it comes with a solution, not just the experience and no solution. But it's time to write. For some of you, you will be. For some of you, you sitting on a best-selling novel. Some of you sitting on a best-selling novel. It's time to write it. And stop thinking about if they'll read or buy it. God will send you the audience, the business, the bookings, the blessings. Because your miracle is worth it. Because everything you survived, gone through, the trauma, the pain, the heartbreak, the loss, the grief, the celebration, the love, the joy, the happiness, the birth, the death, the life you have lived will be worth it in the end. Simply rewrite it. Simply rewrite it. Because one action, one move, it will create a domino effect. One action, to make one move, it will create a domino effect. And if you do it once, then you know you could do it twice. And if you do it twice, you know you could do it 5 times. And you do it 5 times, it becomes a habit. And then you want to do it. You show up to do it. You can't help but do it, and you do it better because you learn from the mistakes. That's how you build it. It's not overnight success. For some, that's the destiny. But for most, it ain't. You can't all be Beyonce or Michael Jackson is still overnight success. We can't all be born into money, into fame. But we all have the opportunity to be famous, to have money, to be known. You better own the room. You better own the room. If you walk into the room, don't be nervous, don't be scared. You better own it. Let them know you belong there. And you got what it takes to be there. And if the room is yours, command it. And blow their minds. Everybody said you couldn't, or you wouldn't, or you shouldn't, or you can't, and you won't. Blow their minds. They're going to watch you. They will watch you, talk about you, let them. All they're doing is putting you out there. Everybody your haters talks to. Everybody your hater. It's exposure, people. Let them expose you, because then those people are going to want to watch you, see what they're talking about. And then they will domino effects. All of a sudden, those that watched you, gossip, lied, hated, stalked, become your biggest fans, admirers. Wow, she did it. Wow, he did it. Wow, I never knew they had it. Wow, I was wrong. Wow, I want to do that. I want to be that. If they could do it, so can I. Then all of a sudden, they book with you. They read with you. They ask you. They follow you. They learn from you. Domino effects. Don't be afraid of hateration. Drink it for breakfast. Let it nourish you. Feed the fire that keeps you going and determined to prove them wrong. They are your victory. Not your blockage. Not your blockage, but your victory. It's when we believe that they will stop us. The warfare, spell working, lies. No, beloved. That's when you give it to God and say, move it. Move it out that way. Because here I come. And you walk and you move. Don't let the past block you. Let it be your victory. And the reason why you get it. This was a powerful live. Surely a movement of energy, of force coming at you. Again, the question of the day is, they brought you into the world and didn't allow you to experience the beauty of it. And they're gone. It is done. It is well. Move on. What is your next step? Now that God has rescued you, protected you, exalted you, awakened you, and shaken you up. And now they can't touch you, stop you, move you. They don't bless you, dress you, feed you, comfort you, love you. What is your next step? You prove to them that they don't. That's your next step. You prove to them they don't. They didn't. They didn't win. It wasn't in your destiny for them to win in the first place. You prove it. Prove it. Prove it to God that you know. That's been your end all be all from day one. This is your season. This is your season. Because your success, beloved, is already in motion. You have already awakened to a transformation that has put you in alignment with success. It's already in motion. Get on board. Get on board. You be the first to believe in you. Be the first to believe in you. Because you believing in you is the only thing that matters. Hello. We're dreaming big. And we're starting now. And that's all she wrote, folks. That's all. What more do you need? What more do you need? You got a whole spirit team standing behind you, letting you know, let's get it. Boots on the ground. And the time is now. As the front of the deck shows, that's you, my love. That is you. That's you. You don't need nobody else to tell you yes or no. You got God's yes already. The only no that's possible is the one you give to yourself. Ashe. All right, beloveds, clearing out the energy, closing down the gate, bringing in renewal and restoration. Once again, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for your presence today, for hitting a like, subscribing, booking, doing whatever you have done to be here and receive your divine message. Thank you for allowing me to bring it to you and walk you to that door. Thank you. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jean, for that flower. Give yourself flowers while you are still alive. And if no one else gives them to you, In time, they will. In time, they will. In time, they will. God will put the right people in front of you. They will give you your flowers while you living. In the meantime, in between time, bask in them. Give it to yourself. Thank you, beloveds. I appreciate you all. For those who are just coming in, rewind. If you watch the video over again, hype it up. Do what you do. You know what YouTube tell you to do to support the channel. Hit the join button, become a member. Send me a gift to one of my wish lists. Buy me a cup of coffee. Do what you're inspired to do. I love you all. I appreciate you more. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Yes, beloveds. In the Boom Boom Room for much more. Have a blessed beginning of your week. A fresh new start. Put boots on the ground. Let's get your portion. Don't let somebody else dig in get your portion. Ashe? Ashe, beloveds. Thank you. See y'all tomorrow, beloveds.